Hello and welcome, beautiful souls, to my channel, Ida Shaya. My channel is all about illuminating the spiritual path forward and bringing you uplifting messages of love and light. Thank you so much for being here. Welcome to those of you who are new. If you enjoy this content, please do hit the like and subscribe button. It's greatly appreciated. And for those of you who are returning, I simply want to say thank you so much, and I appreciate every single one of you for all of your support. All right, so I'm going to get started with my daily messages from Spirit here. Let's see what we've got going on. I'm going to be opening up with the Wisdom Keepers, deck here. This deck was created by Dr. Rosie Aronson. Absolutely beautiful deck. Unfortunately, I don't have most of these cards memorized, so I will be reading out of the book. The messages are quite profound, and usually in correspondence with the message I typically channel at the beginning here. I haven't really received a very particular message for this reading, so I'm kind of just letting Spirit take the wheel here. Initiative. Okay, we've seen you once before. So we have initiative, intuition. All right. Beautiful. And equilibrium. All right. If I were to compare these akin to the tarot, for me, this is, I don't know why I'm getting the Hierophant or the Fool for initiative. For the intuition card, I'm definitely getting High Priestess vibes. And from the equilibrium card, this is either Temperance or Justice. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. Oh, look at that. As I was saying Justice, bottom of the deck here. I'll go ahead and pull you, Justice, because there seems to be a message here regarding doing the right thing, being in balance. Let's go ahead and start with initiative. I am not here to lead you. I am here to initiate you. It is a time to step off the beaten track, release everything you've ever been taught, and embrace an entirely new way of being. Though you may stand upon the shoulders of others, in the end, only you can take the leap. There is no safety net, no way to avoid fear. If you want to transcend fear, move through it. Honor your creative impulses wherever they take you. Let your awe-filled heart lead you back to your own heart. Good fortune is inevitable when you trust the love inside of you. If you do have a need to compete, do not compete with others. Funnel your competitive urges into your own creativity, and soon you will find competition replaced by deeply fulfilling collaboration. Okay, beautiful message here. So some questions for contemplation here. Do your fears keep you feeling agitated, hopeless, or shut down? Do you shy away from life, or do you engage in risky behaviors? So this is a really interesting card, and definitely I'm getting a combination here of the Fool and the Hierophant. See, the Fool begins his journey carefree to learn about the world. I'm trying to remember. Yes, it's Plato's allegory of the cave. If you guys are not familiar with that, I highly recommend looking into it. But the allegory of the cave is about people who are chained in a cave. And behind these people is another group of people who have a fire going, and on that through that fire, it's illuminating the cave wall in front of these people, and so all they see are shadows flitting about on the cave walls, and these people perceive that to be reality. However, one day, one of these people breaks out of those chains and ends up leaving the cave and realizes that their entire existence has, in a sense, been a lie. And so they begin the fool's journey of self-discovery, the journey of discovery of the self, discovery of the world, and, of course, the discovery of the divine. And eventually what happens is we start to build ideas of what our world is and what it is not. And so this card is about having a beginner's mindset, about moving forward in your life. And so you can never compare your journey to that of another person, regardless of how similar you may be. Your circumstances and your internal being is completely different. You are one and the same, and yet you are not. This is kind of, in a sense, almost an extension of yesterday's message of the idea of individuality and duality. It's very paradoxical. So it's about Comparing yourself to you, how far have you come along in your journey? I can safely say that I'm very happy where I'm at now compared to where I was before. Two completely different versions of myself. And frankly, I prefer the newer version of myself to the old. Let's go ahead and get into intuition here. Every time you trust in your intuition or make a decision based on it, you raise the frequency of your whole aura. I come to remind you of that still voice within that connects you to all of life. Your intuition is one of your greatest gifts. Trust it. We live in a world that is obsessed with reason. There is so much emphasis on exploring and conquering the mind. But you have the ability to experience true knowing. You can perceive something even before it can be seen, heard, touched, or tasted. It is time to embrace your primal instincts and to stop relying on theories and methods. I'm not suggesting you discard your intellect or your tools, only that you allow them to serve your intuition. As you learn this art, you will find that old fears melt away, relationships soften, and things go more smoothly. Trust the delicate hairs on the back of your neck. Listen carefully. Do you sometimes ignore your intuition or say yes before you're ready because you're afraid of missing out? Or because waiting for clarity makes you too uneasy? These are excellent questions to ask ourselves. And it's really funny because the fool jumps carelessly. He's very impulsive. He does not care about where he goes. He simply takes that leap of faith. And sometimes we take these leaps of faith out of pure desperation. That voice inside of your head starts screaming, saying, you must do this now, or you're going to miss out. You must do this now, otherwise you may regret it. You must do this now. And oftentimes our intuition is already leading us in the right direction. It's about being connected with your inner knowing. You know, this message is really corresponding with the message that I had a few days ago. On August 3rd, we're coming into a full moon in Aquarius at square Uranus. So this is a time where emotions will be running very high, and impulsivity is going to be one of those things that comes naturally to us at that moment. So it's about avoiding that pitfall. Listen to your intuition. Be very connected with your intuition at that time, because if you're choosing to make a move on an impulse, then it likely may lead you astray, and you will need to course correct later on. Follow the inner voice. Follow your inner knowing. Let's get into the equilibrium card here. Equilibrium can be lost, but harmony is constant and infinite. The shadow aspect of this card, interestingly enough, is corruption. I bring you a vision of a new world where peace, harmony, and collaboration prevail. In you, I see a potential for inner peace and a gift for bringing equilibrium and balance to any group of which you're a part. To ignite these gifts, you must first be willing to put all of your hidden agendas on the table. Own and take responsibility for your ulterior motives, and your self-trust will grow. With self-trust, you can create the safe space necessary for others to face and embrace their own shadows. This is how to co-create a truly peaceful world. There is a self-organizing intelligence that naturally arises when people are empowered to be who they are and are encouraged to contribute passionately to the ever-evolving whole. Remember to be playful. What's the point of a new world if we can't enjoy it? Some questions for contemplating here are you stuck working in or against the system? Is your social responsibility getting in the way of your creativity? Have you ever been blinded by power or involved in corruption? These kind of questions are very important to ask ourselves, because we are all imperfect human beings. There is no perfect being on this planet, at least not that I'm aware of. So it's about understanding the fine balance of doing things that are right with the Justice card. What are the things that are right for you to do? What are the things that are right for other people? Sometimes we do have to make compromises, but there is also the idea of setting healthy boundaries. Sometimes we simply cannot give to certain people because they are takers, and that throws us off balance. Sometimes it's okay to be selfish. However, in other moments in time, we may inadvertently use people, so to speak. We may have ulterior motives as to getting to know a person. For example, let's just say at a job, you start befriending a person because you know that they could potentially put in a good word for you for a promotion. That's just an example. What are the reasons behind you doing this? I mean, if you're doing it strictly because you want the promotion, it's a time to be candid about that, right? Sometimes people will respect you even more for being upfront and honest. And I know this from personal experience as well, because I tell people upright my flaws. I've told people in the past, and I tell people, for example, who are trying to get to know me, things that I went through in my past and that I learned from, being very candid. I share my experience here on this channel with you guys because I truly believe this will give you hope in a certain way for those of you who have struggled with very similar circumstances. So let's go ahead and get into the tarot here, with the underlying energy being, of course, the Justice card, sign of Libra. Look at that. We have the Devil, Capricornian energy here. Yes, this is about doing the right thing. What are some toxic patterns in your life right now that are keeping you stuck, bound? Look at this. Lover's card. This is a very, you may have been dealing with an incredibly passionate connection. One likely that was more grounded in sex. However, since the Devil card is coming before the Lovers, it looks like this connection has the potential to transition from the shadow aspects into a more pure vibration of divine union here. Let's keep going here. Some of you just may need to make a choice to leave certain habits or things behind. Yes, we have the Hermit here. Wow. So we got Capricorn, Gemini, Virgo on the table here. It looks like you're looking at these patterns because you can see how the Hermit is facing these other cards here. He's facing them and looking at the reality of the situation. This is a card of soul searching. Let's see what else we have here. Very powerful message here so far. Ace of Pentacles, a brand new beginning, a financial windfall. This may be a new offer coming in. Maybe that promotion thing was for somebody out there, given the fact that I was talking about promotions. Let's see here. What else do we have, Spirit? Oh, yeah. Look at this. This is, for some of you, this is work-related. Eight of Pentacles here. This could be you working on your craft. This could be you really trying to hone your skills. This could be at work, of course. However, this card also speaks of working on yourself diligently, making the choice to look at past patterns, forming a brand new beginning. You could be working on a business venture, trying to get a promotion at work, or simply just be working on yourself. Three of Swords. Yeah, there's some heartbreak here. So do keep in mind, guys, this is a general reading. I forgot to mention my little disclaimer at the beginning of the video, but this is a general reading, so not all the message may resonate for you. Sometimes when you're drawn to a video, there's a specific message for you, even though the storyline does not align with you, okay? Just want to say that. And then, of course, energies can go vice versa if you're dealing with a connection. So there's clearly some heartbreak here. This could be upcoming, or this could be simply something you've already gone through. Six of Cups. Some of you may have gone through definitely a very powerful connection. Some of you may have felt this was a true soulmate, like your divine counterpart. For some of you, yeah, I got chills saying that. For some of you, this could have been a twin flame connection. We do have the Lovers and the Devil on the table. Six of Cups, looking at the past, with a sense of nostalgia. This could be a past life soulmate or somebody that was in your life that caused you some form of pain. You may be looking back on the good times with this person, but it looks like you're seeing the patterns clearly now and you're choosing to step into transformation here. This could have been somebody that you may have even been at a distance with the Page of Swords, somebody who is a player. These two cards came out with the Death card. Some of you may be feeling defensive, realizing that this person came into your life for a reason. And then we have the Two of Cups here. So definitely a soulmate connection. I mean, by God, we got the Lovers and the Two of Cups. That doesn't get any much more clear for me. So for these past patterns, these past ways of being needed to die in order for you to come into a true holy union with someone. Let's see what's coming up in the future. In the near future here. Have to this Two of Cups. Oh, yeah. So we have the Six of Pentacles here. For some of you, this could have involved a marriage. However, this is an equal give and take. Likely in past circumstances, you were simply not receiving that which you needed from a partner. You may have been the giver or the taker, depending on your circumstances. But it looks like we have an earth sign likely coming in, the King of Pentacles here. Somebody who's financially stable, grounded, who plans for the future, is always looking at things from the investment portion. What benefit do I gain from this? And not necessarily in an egoic way, but in a very practical approach as to what does this add value to my life or does it not? And if it does not, then the King of Pentacles simply does not entertain the idea. But it looks like with the star card here, some of you could be dealing, so we got Aquarius, Scorpio, Virgo, Gemini, Capricorn, and of course Libra. Lots of signs here. So with the star here, this person may make you move in a new direction, or this could be your energy here of you moving into a very financially stable place, your investments paying off, and you developing hope from this situation, really just feeling happy at the end of the day. I'm actually going to pull some cards here around the signs. I'm going to try and keep it short here, but if you're dealing with the Libra, we got the Four of Swords. Four of Swords. So healing maybe from a third-party situation with the Libra here. Healing from that situation, taking time to rest and contemplate. This person may come in with an apology or an offer of love, which will incite a tower moment for you. It's likely going to be very unexpected. You're not going to see this coming if you're dealing with the Libra. With the Wheel of Fortune at the bottom of the deck, this was fated. It was destined for you to deal with this situation, and it's likely that this particular connection may go the distance here with the Ten of Cups. Very beautiful energy. If you're dealing with a Capricorn, this Capricorn likely had a lot of options on the table. You were likely one of those options, so to speak. And it looks like you're overcoming this. Look at that. The Strength card always overcomes the Devil card. So you've been really pulling, diving deep to pull out the inner strength to overcome these. And then we have the Six of Wands. Further victory here for you. You're going to overcome any sort of toxic relationship with the Capricorn. That's very beautiful. If you're dealing with a Gemini, we have the King of Cups here. This person or you likely have a difficult time expressing their feelings. This may have come to a very abrupt end. This may have sent you down into a downward spiral, so to speak, and you really hit rock bottom. That's Virgo energy is looking at that. So it's really viewing at the difficult circumstances and overcoming it. This likely brought you into a place of equilibrium and mind, body, and spirit. However, this could also be you investing into a project in order for you to occupy your time. This is one of the highest expressions of the Lovers here, because the Temperance card is really being able to come into harmony between the two the dual signs, right? So the Gemini card or the Lovers card is about the twins being in separation, or not necessarily in separation, but rather individuals. And so the Temperance card is them coming together and creating that inner balance and harmony. This is going to bring you to a very passionate, brand new beginning, a moment of inspiration. Things are going to start speeding up for you if you were dealing with the Gemini. If you're dealing with the Virgo, wow. If you're dealing with the Virgo, it's likely you either turned your back on them, or you've been manifesting something new with the Three of Wands here. After a great deal of contemplation, you started focusing on yourself here with the Empress card, and it's brought you into a very beautiful place of self-love, of self-empowerment, and self-worth. This person may come to you with a message. This could be a moment of clarity, something that you weren't really, that you weren't necessarily seeing. With the Nine of Cups here, this is likely going to make you very happy. It's going to bring you a great deal of emotional fulfillment. There seems to be one more message that wants to come out regarding that. One more card, please, Spirit, after this Nine of Cups. Okay, yeah. Talk about manifestation. You likely manifested this conversation to come up. This is going to be a very empowering conversation for you to have. If you've been holding on to this person, this is likely, and you wanted to get together with them, it's really up to you as to what you want to do. If you want to move forward with this person, you can. If you do not want to, that's completely up to you. You're the one in control now, okay? If you're dealing with a Scorpio, if you're dealing with the Scorpio, this person may have had difficulties making decisions in the past. There was a need for balance here. It looks like this may have appeared as a missed opportunity to you, and you've been making plans for your future here, making decisions on your own. You decided not to wait for this person. This person likely ghosted you in the past with the Seven of Swords, or there may have been lying involved. Let's see what happens after this. This could also simply be you focusing on yourself, choosing to walk away from that situation. Yeah. If you haven't had a moment of clarity regarding the situation within the near future, you're going to have that epiphany, that sudden strike of inspiration, a new idea, a new sense of clarity in order for you to move in a brand new direction. Yes, this is going to help you deal with that past baggage. This brand new sense of clarity is going to let you clear out all the hard work that you've dealt with in the past. And if you're dealing with an Aquarius, finally, if you're dealing with an Aquarius, wow, 10 of Pentacles, 8 of Wands, okay. Okay, if you're dealing with an Aquarius, this person, you could likely go the distance with this person. You may be communicating with this person once again at a distance, but things may start to pick up very quickly for you within the near future. There may be some arguments between you and them. However, this could also be external conflict, like let's say a friend group or something along those lines where there's external forces that are causing some sort of conflict. This may be gossip. As a result of this, there's likely going to be some anxiety coming through the situation, lots of sleepless nights. And there's definitely a lot of subconscious fears coming up here. This is about shadow work. This is about looking at yourself and seeing how you contribute to the situation. The Nine of Swords is all in the head. So you're coming to a completion of a cycle here. And the reason I say this is we have the World card here. So this is about you achieving peace and harmony. You're going to be able to reconcile within yourself if you dealt with any sort of difficulties. And with the Ace of Cups here, this is either a rekindling of that love or new potential love coming in if you're not interested in pursuing this, okay? So, alrighty, that was a lot of signs to take care of, but anyway. One more note. This may be a fire sign coming in with this Ace of Cups here. Alrighty, so I'm going to go ahead and close out the reading here. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the content, please do hit the like and subscribe button. It's greatly appreciated. I'm sending you so much love and so much light. Take care.